Good evening. We'll call to order the September 11th, 2025 Danby Select Board meeting. It's now 7:02. Would you please rise and join me in the pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we begin, I received notice from Matt Blauen, 4 p.m. this afternoon, that he could not be here and he could not find a substitute. So my apologies, or his apologies, for not having live remote this evening. And Tammy Heaton has graciously volunteered to take minutes for us. Not seeing anybody in the audience, I will skip the reading of the remote access procedure. I note that there's nobody in the audience, and Tammy, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Haines.
Here.
Fuller. Abbott.
Here.
Heaton.
Here.
Denner.
Here. So we have a quorum of 4. Before we set the agenda, there are 2 items that we need to insert on there, and under the road commissioner's report would be amendment to finance and maintain agreement on Bridge 7. There's been some changes on that have been discussed in the past, but apparently we didn't actually sign the document authorizing it. And then Ken, I believe you had something?
Yes, I have a financial discussion that we can put in there for executive session.
And is that something that we need the treasurer present for?
No.
No.
Okay. So...
And I want to add sand beds under the road commissioner report.
Okay, let's do one thing at a time. So you want sands bids.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to figure out where to put this executive session.
Put it right at the end and
Yeah.
William can pack up while we do it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds good, yeah.
So an executive session after new business. Okay, so we have 3 additions. We have the bridge agreement, the sands bids, and the executive session. Anything else? Not hearing any, I'll entertain a motion to adopt.
I'll make the motion that we set the agenda as changed.
I'll second that.
Second by Heaton, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, not seeing any public, we will not have any public comment, and we'll move down to motion to adopt the minutes of the select board meeting of August 14th, 2025.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second that.
Any corrections to the minutes? All those in favor of adopting the minutes of August 14th, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. It's that time of year, the listers have finished their work, and there are no appeals or suits pending, so we need to sign this document, which we do every year, and becomes part of the grand list. So I'll take a motion to do that. Okay, motion by Heaton,
I'll second it.
seconded by Haines. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Okay. As of 3 o'clock this afternoon, we had not received any letters of interest for the vacant auditor position. Is that perchance something you came to talk about, Sue? No. Okay. I'll
I
just,
do not wish to be
just,
an auditor.
oh, it's
Are you sure?
Sure.
ever so much fun. Okay, so we have,
Do we have any more ideas? How do we try to get some more interest in the position? It went to the front, where'd it go? Front Porch Forum, right? Where it went?
so we had put the notice up around town, we put it on Front Porch Forum. I don't know if it made it to Danby Families or anything like
I
that.
don't have Facebook, so I have no idea.
I don't, so that's, so do you want to just run the
can appoint
notice?
We can appoint her.
Tried that.
Why not?
Not really, because
That's
that
actually in the law that the
fouls
spouse can't
up
be
the
doing it.
conflict of interest
She's
deal.
not married to Katlyn. Hey, you don't sign the checks.
And the law, we did, the law was fairly clear on that.
The auditors audit the books of the select board, so that's where the glitch happens.
Tried that.
I would have done it, but
We tried
I know
that
Lana
before.
had someone she was looking to speak with about it. Dayton Amston, I think.
Okay,
It's her grandniece.
so, is it,
I don't know if she's actually interested, but she mentioned wanting to talk to her to see if she was interested.
well, that would be good, so shall we move it? You have a calendar there on your phone. What's our October select board date?
This is ninth.
Okay, so we would need them by October 9th. Do you wish to re-advertise it and say letters should be in by
I would.
October
Maybe
9th?
we can see if we can maybe add it to the, I mean, somebody looks at Danby Families and there's people that, you can't hurt to add something. I don't think
Right.
it costs anything to do it. Perfect. So if you email it to me, the wife says she can show me how to get it onto Danby Families.
Okay. Also, there was apparently some discussion wondering about whether or not there is a conflict of interest with Lana Burden being an auditor because our treasurer is married to Lana's grandson. So our attorney was consulted and he drew up a document that Lana signed, and I'll read it for the record so nobody wonders about it. And it's to the Danby Select Board Town Clerk and Municipal Records from Lana Burden. and it is non-recusal statement regarding audit of treasurer's accounts. And she says, I serve as a duly elected town auditor for the town of Danby. The current town treasurer, Katlyn Parker, is my granddaughter-in-law. I recognize that this relationship could create the appearance of a conflict of interest under the Vermont Municipal Code of Ethics, 24 VSA Chapter 60. Under normal circumstances, I would recuse myself from auditing the treasurer's accounts. However, good cause exists for my continued participation. The town of Danby has only 3 auditors, and 2 of us have family ties to the treasurer. So how does the other...
I think that's what she means by Dayton, the one that she wants to talk to. I don't think
okay.
she's not hired yet.
If both related auditors recuse themselves, the town would be left with only 1 auditor to examine the treasurer's accounts, which would impose an unreasonable burden and compromise the effectiveness of our annual audit. Hiring an outside accountant is not currently an option due to budgetary and logistical constraints. Although I acknowledge the family connection, I affirm my ability and commitment to carry out my duties impartially and in the best interest of the town. Specifically, I will follow standard auditing procedures without exception. I will document all audit steps carefully for transparency. I will invite review and oversight of my audit work by the Select Board and the public, and I will abstain from any personal discussions with the treasurer regarding her accounts outside of formal auditing processes. This written statement is provided in compliance with the Vermont Municipal Code of Ethics. It should be entered into the town's official records and noted in the Select Board meeting minutes. And it is signed by her, and unless any of the board members have an objection, I will sign it as chairman of the board.
I have no objections, we only have 2 right now. I mean, I'm not sure how she was stating.
Well, we only have one.
We only have
yeah.
1, but we have 2 that are actually,
Yeah.
Right.
only one that's really from me, so it's even worse than what the letter says, so I have no objections.
No, I have none.
Okay, signed, sealed, and delivered.
I also feel it's very difficult in a small town like this to have that type of ethics. We all know each other. One way or another, it's ridiculous.
And I promise you, she'll point out my mistakes.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, it's just, ties our
Probably
hands.
more so than if she wasn't related
Yep.
so distantly to you.
One quick piece on the auditor thing, so Sarah is not participating, or?
Apparently not too much. When was the last?
I haven't met her, so I don't know
Okay.
the last time that she participated. I know that they've tried to get together with her a couple different times and she hasn't been available, so I don't know if...
I'm not the one to push that button, I mean, she did put her name in for that, I believe, so it's kind of disappointing she's not.
She received the highest number of write-in votes.
But she accepted it, correct?
Oh, yeah. And she signed the oath of office. Okay, so that is taken care of.
Well, no, I mean, seriously, can we send an email or letter to her saying, are you,
Yeah, I mean, are you gonna do what you said you were gonna do?
are you accepted? I mean, it's not fair to Lana to have to do it all by herself. I mean, I think we almost should put an email out to her or a letter to Sarah saying, are you Are you not doing this? Are you doing this? Is there something? I mean,
Well, and we have a policy, right, about people, that miss X number amount of,
Not for elected officials.
I thought it was.
I believe it's for appointed.
Oh,
Like
okay, yeah,
the-
planning commission.
we have on the planning
Planning
commission, we have it
commission
for
or-
appointed people, but I know we
Right.
passed one for the planning commission that was,
I don't think it covers elected officials.
I'm not saying hold or anything, it just, we reach,
Well, it'd be nice to know, we're gonna advertise that we're looking for people, and if we get more than one person sending a letter, it'd be nice to say, okay, well, Sarah doesn't want it, so it's you two by default.
just, yeah, you know.
Right.
Nothing any complicated, just a quick thing that says that you, I mean, I guess I can work on it if you'd like. Just something brief or something.
Work on it, share it with me, and we'll send it out to the other board members to see if they have any comments, and, we'll send it to her. Is that good?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Next, we'll take a motion to set the date of October 28th, 2025 for BRSU non-binding school closure vote.
I'll make the motion.
I will second that.
Any discussion?
Well, I mean, we did talk the last meeting, so I did email Celeste, the administrator for the superintendent, and said, hey, we had this meeting, we looked for more information. She did provide some information. And, you know, basically the vote's being held because the bylaws say they have to have the vote. And then I asked about the wording, we wanted to see what the wording was gonna be. She said she couldn't share that because it wasn't finalized. We went to the board, the Cotton Green meeting last week, I think it was, and they did show this, so I do have a copy of what the wording is.
Would you just read that so everybody knows?
Oh, boy.
I hand it right back.
Well, there's a lot of spaces for people to sign.
Warning, the legal voters from the towns of Danby and Mount Tabor are hereby notified that a special meeting is hereby warned for the purposes of voting on the following non-binding articles related or required by our Article 14 of the Taconic and Green Articles of Agreement. This vote will be held on Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. Non-binding article. The School Board of Directors of the Taconic and Green Regional School District are contemplating closure of Courier Memorial School located in Danby, Vermont, pursuant to Article 14 of the Articles of Agreement. The Board of Directors presents the following non-binding advisory questions to the eligible voters of the towns of Danby and Mount Tabor only. Article 1, shall Courier Memorial School be closed effective July 1st, 2026? For the purpose of voting by Australian ballot on Tuesday, October 28th, 2025, voters of the town of Danby will vote at the Danby Town Clerk's office at 130 Brook Road. The polls will open on Tuesday, October 28th, 2025 at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. Voters of the town of Mount Tabor will vote at the Mount Tabor Town Office at 522 Brooklyn Road. The polls will open on Tuesday, October 28th, 2025 at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. Legal voters are further notified that voter qualification and registration relative to said meetings shall be as provided in chapters 43, 51, and 55 of Title 17 Vermont statutes annotated. So, that is what they presented at that meeting, because she never got back to me the actual wording, but we did get it at that meeting, so.
Pretty straightforward. Any other discussion on having this non-binding vote? All the other towns are having it the same day, so it makes it easier to tally the results and so forth.
So let's see, Mount Tabor, Danby, and Sunderland, because those are the two schools.
Okay, so we have a motion by Haines, seconded by Abbott, to have a non-binding vote on October 28th. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, then we have the treasurer's report. Katlyn?
A couple things, just, we've still been working with Nimrick. She's trying to reconcile the bank statements still from July of 2024 through July of this year. I believe she is working into like January now. And then all the bills, I believe, are caught up as far as my knowledge. There's still some stuff we did get back from the previous treasurer that we're still going through, but all the money that was given back has been deposited. There have been some checks that I couldn't deposit because the checks were too old. So I need to call those people to let them know that we couldn't deposit their check. And then the other thing was just the direct debit option for the tax bills, if we want to offer that or not. I spoke with Darlene about it. She said it's secure. It's easy to set up in Nimrick. It goes right through the tax administration module. So it'd be easy to set up, and it's as secure as any other payment because it goes right through our bank to their bank. So if you want to include a informational sheet in the tax bills, if you guys approve it, I can do that when I stuff them and send them out.
Well, I think that would be a good idea, and the way of the world these days, so many people prefer that kind of electronic transfer, I guess you call it. So I would be in favor of it. What do other people think?
It's an option, it's not required, and if it's secure, that was our concern last time, just to make sure it was secure, that the risk, there wasn't like any really additional risk to the town by doing it that way. I don't have an issue either.
Does that go into a separate account before it comes into our actual account?
I don't think so.
It'll go directly into our account?
From theirs.
Okay.
And then how are you notified that they have,
I believe it's all recorded in Nimrick,
okay.
if they sign up for it.
Okay, so they sign up for it, I gotcha.
So that informational letter will explain them what they have to do to have that option.
Yep.
And basically, they set themselves up in it. And
I think we would do that, but yes, they would be set up in Nimrick to have it pulled directly from their banking account.
I know some other towns are doing it, I believe, but I don't know if you spoke to any of those other towns, if they've had any issues or any...
No, I haven't. I believe Darlene has worked with other towns that do it, and I don't believe anybody's had issues. She didn't say anything about that, so.
Okay, I guess we should probably have a motion to authorize.
I will make the motion to authorize Katlyn Parker to offer electronic payments for tax season.
Is there a second?
Second that.
Motion's made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Good. I think it's the modern way to do things.
Just so on the catching up, like, is there any, I know we keep kind of asking not to be paying, but are we getting, like, how much longer till, I know, to get sort of in that position where we can
I
talk?
think it's still gonna be a while, cause things were pretty messy. The bank reconciliations that she's been doing, it appears as if like some things have been returned. It appears like there's a check number in the bank, but in the system it's a different check number for the same amount, so it wasn't recorded properly. So she's trying to look at all the bank statements and credit card statements to make sure everything matches up, or she can find everything. All the stuff that was returned. I haven't gone through the files, but I went through all of the checks and cash that were returned. And we had about $44,500 worth of tax payments, dump money, delinquent tax payments that were being held, so those have been deposited. Like I said, there's a small stack, there's not very many, there's probably like 8 checks or so that were not able to be cashed because they were over 6 months old, so.
So when I heard about that, I find it extremely disturbing that town monies would be taken from the building. And I think it would be very wise for the select board to develop a policy that prohibits that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You know, the computer, nothing should, in my mind, that the stuff that's part of that should not leave either.
Well, my only question would be then, if we say that the money can't leave here, how is she gonna deposit it?
Then we get one of those check scanners. That'll eliminate half of it. Checks only, please.
Then what are you gonna do with the cash?
No
You can
cash.
start paying the road crew in cash.
No cash. Cashless society over here now.
No. Cash is still king.
No, I think we need to have a policy that kind of says, because it's not always bad intention, but if something, you take the stuff home, the computer and different things, paperwork, if something happens.
God forbid your car got broken into.
Well, or that you were in an accident. I mean, there's all kinds of unforeseen scenarios that could happen.
I agree that we need to do something, but we need to word it in such a way that it's not
Yes.
We don't
stupid,
pin
thank you.
ourselves down
No,
to,
I agree, but I don't think we're gonna write that thing tonight, but I think the idea.
Yeah, well, I would hope that VLCT would have some model
Right.
policies that we could look at.
Honestly, after cleaning all this up, I wouldn't even want that on my conscience. I wouldn't even want it in my car.
Yeah. So, and I only keep asking, because like, my thought is like, because if we know we're getting close to where things are cleaned up enough where we can discuss having the audit, we also have to try to factor that into budgeting for the audit, but if, you know, for.
I can try to talk to Darlene and ask if she has like a projected idea of what her part might be, because, like I said, I know she's into probably like the beginning of this year with the bank statements, but she's only coming, I know she's doing stuff outside of coming here, like she's
Yeah.
reconciling stuff with her other towns also, but, she's been averaging about once a week here, so you know, that little bit of a gap kind of creates more length in time, but, I don't know if she's coming next week. She may be able to come Monday or Wednesday, I'm not sure, but if not, she mentioned coming the following week, so there's 2 weeks in between. But I can try to talk to her and ask if she has an idea of when things might be better. I know she made it seem like it would be a while, but
Yeah, it's just trying to, is a while,
a few months or, yeah.
7 months.
I would say at least a few months, but I don't know if it would be longer than that.
I mean, there's not much, just the other thing, there's not much else we can do to help you.
Right.
There's not much we can do to help speed it up, correct?
I don't think so, no, because it's really just going through everything from the past year and trying to figure out where things were put and how they were entered or not entered, and
Thanks.
yeah.
So next month is October, and then November we start working on budget.
right.
So it's gonna be here before we know it. Okay, I'll see what VLCT might have to offer. Anything else, Caitlin?
That's it from me.
Okay, thank you. And we appreciate all your hard work. Okay, road commissioner is not here, so I guess I will turn it over to the road foreman. And here are, this is what we actually have to sign. That is the blueprints and whatnot, and that's a whole lot of,
So, do we have it? we have to sign it now, or do we have to say, I thought we want us to review it and then like, they were gonna send us the official copy, or is that? Cause I was trying to read there. But I could be wrong.
All I know is that I've received an email like every other day, and I finally got to the point where
Right.
I told them I have been having medical issues and please deal directly with the road commissioner and the road foreman on this, because otherwise it just takes another step by the time I do it, and I don't have the time to do that.
So from what I looked at the other day when I glanced at this, because you sent it to me and Tom. To me, it's just, they've changed the wording in, for some of their agreements.
Right.
And that, the part that I didn't understand is, the document consists of, not that one, not that one. 1, 2, 4 pages if I'm counting it the way I think you should count it, so we have to put in there and except modified by this amendment number all. But that says draft on there, so we don't do anything to that. That says draft. I think it's just, we're agreeing to the new wording that they've got for. We're agreeing that we'll pay if we cancel it. And taxes due to the state, child support.
Yeah, that's standard.
It's just standard legal crap that.
Brian, just, if you read that paragraph right there, just read that paragraph. At the bottom. Where it says, don't sign the draft.
Okay. So now is the time to make any changes to the draft, and then you'll give us a clean copy to sign.
There's no changes that I can see.
I didn't, I mean, from what I saw from previous, they just made sure that this is a change, a full bridge, you know, and it changed that percentage that we knew about from going from the redecking to the actual full bridge to whatever. Our point went from 2.5 to 5, which we knew that
Right.
when we, or you guys, pre-me.
Yeah, well, you're getting roped into it now, so. Final bill will have your signature too.
Okay, so, there is also this other business about the,
We've only done one project that really would have warranted doing that, and I opted not to because if we used the grants and aid project, I would have had to cut the blacktop on the Brook Road and Danby Hill and replace both those culverts when I fixed that spot in front of the gingerbread house. And I didn't think we should be cutting up blacktop that we just laid down 2 years ago.
well, you've got a problem across from where you did that project. There's chunks of blacktop about this big now that are breaking off the side of the road because that ditch didn't get paved in as we talked about. So if you would please take a look at that. I told Tom, but it's a foot and a half deep in some places where it's washed out and it's undermining the pavement.
Well, we'll look at
That's
it.
here.
Okay, yeah, right, okay, the one that, yeah.
So, we're not gonna do anything with this.
We have done no grants and aid projects this year. There's nothing to report, nothing to do. Or maybe tell her to quit emailing.
Okay, and that was the BRSU vote.
And as far as current projects, Larry graded on the west side last week, one day, and we've just been ditching.
Okay.
Oh, we dug the septic tank up and put a riser on it so that could get pumped. Cause there was an issue out there, so now it never has to be dug again. With any luck, it just can be.
Well, that'll be nice.
How's the,
Because it always happens when the ground is frozen and there's snow piles.
how about the old on-call person we hired, how's that going?
Riley's been doing really good when he's here. I think he's mowed 8 days now.
Yeah, that's good.
The last day that he mowed, we had a hydraulic cylinder go bad on the mower. And I took the head off of the over the rail mower, put it back in its cradle, and I've put the other mower back on, so hopefully next week Riley will be in for a couple days. He can go back to mowing. Because until we shut the tractor down for the year, I can't take those hydraulic cylinders off because there's no way to shut that pump off.
And is he gonna clean up around the guardrails too?
He's mowing.
Well, when he gets done mowing, is he gonna, because like here, it's, you can't see when you're coming down the hill, it's grown up.
Riley will do what he can get with the mower. He is not running the weed eater.
Oh, no.
Yeah, how come?
Because he doesn't want to. The problem is, and I had said it before, was looking for fill-in work that he wants to mow, he wants to, if we need him for ditching, he's willing to drive truck. He doesn't want to plow snow. He doesn't want to run chainsaws unless, you know, there's a storm and we call him. I was looking at him mainly as somebody to get the roads mowed.
No, I know, but to me, if I agree with Brett, if the roads get mowed and it's still working, he's on call, I don't know, just, it's kinda odd that he.
Well, I don't know day to day when he's available to
Yeah,
work.
no, I get it.
But we do have a job applicant that we need to interview at some point.
Well, that's good. So I guess we gotta figure out
We have to figure out when we can interview him.
Okay.
Cause the application came 2 days ago, I believe.
Yeah, it's right here. And that's usually you and Greg and Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm curious, you can get into it, No, I can't, that's right.
Too many people.
Well, technically, there's too many people anyhow.
We only have two, really.
So,
Another one.
you two can do it tomorrow if you want.
I mean, I guess just Tom, I can reach out to Tom, I guess, if you want, Tom should be there. As the road commissioner, Tom.
So should I give this to Greg?
Go ahead.
And then we have a fleet permit to approve
Feel free to take this back if you want.
for,
I'm good.
McElwain Contracting out of Ferrisburg.
I'll make the motion, we approve it.
Okay, motion by Haines, seconded by Heaton. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 And as far as the sand bids, I have a price from Peckham and Shaftesbury. A price from Wallingford Crushed Stone. I wanna call it SLC, but it's not. And Pike. Peckham was $12.50 a ton. Wallingford Crushed Stone is $13.90 a ton. And I would like to still get some of that because we mix it with the salt for the blacktop. And Pike was $9.50 a ton. So, I would make the motion that we sign the contract and buy the majority of our sand through Pike.
I will second that.
Do you want that motion to include Wallingford Stone as well for that piece of it, or are you gonna call that like kind of separate? You want the sand from Pike, but you also want, you're gonna buy the stone. I know it's separate, but it doesn't matter.
I guess that doesn't matter, I just wanted
that's
to
fine.
make
Yep.
sure that everybody knew that I would be buying, cause we buy 3/4 stone
Yeah.
from Wallingford for the dirt roads, but then they have fractured rock that they call winter sand that we like to use on the blacktop because it doesn't make quite such a mess.
Yeah, that's fine. It's all the same, that's fine. By me. I'm good.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Paper.
Second signature on that. Okay, I guess that concludes the road commissioner's report. So we'll move on to old business. Does anybody care to make a motion to remove from the table the fall dump day discussion that was tabled at the last meeting?
We haven't had any more input of people to do anything with it.
Well, we can't discuss it unless you move it
Well,
off the table, but,
I'll make a motion to move it from the table then.
okay,
And I'll second it for sake of argument.
okay. All those in favor of moving?
No, we discuss it before we,
Well, first we have to get it off the table, so all those in favor
All right.
aye.
bringing it back to light, aye, and now we can discuss it.
I think she's done with it. I mean, I don't see at this point in time to try to put a dump day together this year. We couldn't do it the first time with all the notice. I can't see trying to do it now. To me, it should be taken and removed and not have it this year. That's Greg's.
I'll second that.
I feel the same way,
Yep, I agree.
so, I don't think we need a motion, it's just, that duck died.
No fall dump day.
Okay, the dog complaint up on Tifft Road, has been addressed with, a complaint being delivered to the owner. And, that's the latest information from the sheriff's office.
Yeah, issued 2 citations or whatever.
Yeah, they've been issued a citation. Any other old business? Well, we don't have it on the agenda. So then we'll move on to new business, which seems to be an executive session. So a motion to go into executive session to discuss financial matters.
I'll make the motion.
I will second it.